there. In this tutorial, I'm going to discuss about how to create partition via command line interface. So, in Red Hat Enterprise Linux version operating system 6, we are using 6.1 and 6.2, and where we want to create a partition on a hard disk. So we will open in terminal, and let me zoom it. Okay, now we need to create the first command. We want to list about the hard disk. So fdisk space -l. So with this command you will able to know about the hard disk status. For example, we have a hard disk 4 hard disk, and with the valuation we find out that all the disks consider as SDA. SDA means SATA hard disk, and if it's PATA hard disk, IDE hard disk, then it would be HDA. So SDA means SATA hard disk, SCSI, and SCSI hard disk will consider as SDA. A means the first hard disk, A. Then if you want to know about the second hard disk which is connected in my system, so SDA1 means the first partition of the first hard disk. So it's bootable, operating system is there's reason star. Otherwise SD2 will be a partition, then SD3 is the swap. So whatever, SDA means the first hard disk of my system, SDA1 means the first partition of that hard disk of a system. So SDB means the second hard disk, SDC means third, SDD means fourth, and SD2 you can see that currently its space is more, so you can understand with the blocks. Swap partition, we already know this is virtual hard disk, virtual RAM. So now SDB means the second hard disk of the system, and the partition is created as SDB1, SD2, SDB2, SDB5 means extended. So, and SDC1 means the third hard disk, first partition, and if it is SDD means fourth hard disk. Currently no partition is created, that's the reason everything is blank and nothing is written, no details is available. Now once to create a partition, so let me first clear the screen. Clear. Okay, so fdisk space /dev/sdd. So we have now selected the hard disk SDD, and now we have to create. So with M you can took a help, lot many options are there. Basically we use D and list the known partitions. We want to create a partition, so N, add a new partition. Now we have two options, one is extended and one is primary. Now remember one thing, that we can create 4 primary partition. If not, then we can create 3 primary partition, 1 extended. If you create 1 extended, then you can create 1 logical partition. But once you create 4 primary partition, then logical partition will not be available. So either you create 4 primary, or 3 primary, 1 extended. So I'm just go with 4. I just will go with partition P, which is primary partition. Now 1 means the first partition, and the default value I just want to with default 1, and the last cylinders means the size, what is the size will be, what the size we want to allocate. So for example, 1 plus size will be on K means kilobyte, M means megabyte, and is kilobit, and then gigabit. So mg, and then gigabit. So either you can go with a 1000, for example, MB, megabit, gigabit. Okay, your system will be on bytes. So now 1000 megabyte means 1 GB. Okay, so now you can see the less known partition. You can go with the L. Now with less known, you will understand about the values. For example, the one value will be allocated for F12, extended. For 5 means extended, 6 is FAT16. So all these valuations are there. Basically you will find about the 83 value. So Linux, even novel navbear is available, but basically most common value will be available, like IDs will be available, is Linux. Linux swap will not be. Linux extended, then 85, and the everything with the byte. Okay, so what we need to do is, now this is where the values. With M you can create now you can quit without saving changes. If you quit, if you press Q, then it will be available, it will be out with. But if you press W, then it will be alter the partition, means your partition will be created and the disk will start synchronizing. Now you can see the value /dv/sdd1, which we just created partition, and D, you can even delete that. So by pressing D, it start with 1 and ending with 128. The blocks is on MB, 1000 MB. So D with delete. So since we need to delete the partition, then we have to select P. So currently is pretty will reach to some disk label STD. Okay, so we needs to delete this partition one by one. Okay, because we now what partition is created by default is a Linux native, Linux swap, which is for the virtual partition, which is a virtual one. Swap partition, a whole disk is 0 currently. So we have to delete these partition one by one to free up the entire hard disk. We currently all disk is now secured with the space. So I'm just deleting the third one, the whole disk. Now 2 more is left, is Linux native and Linux swap. So D1. Okay, now again P for print, and it's now time to delete the second option. So partition will be 2. Okay, so nothing is remaining now. Everything is deleted, and this is how we delete partition. Now you can see this is synchronizing disks, and P with print. Now W, the partition table has been altered. Now F disk SDC means we are now at the third hard disk. Currently one partition is created in it, so it's up to you to delete that. Now you can even go with graphical mode. For example, disk utility, this is the graphical mode to understand more about the disk utility, what partition is available, in case if you are confused with the graphical if with the CLI mode. Now lots of options are there. So this is basically, it's all about creating a primary partition, and then 4 primary partition, either you go with, or 3 primary partition and 1 extended. So this is all about creating a primary partition via CLI or GUI. Hope you learned something from it. Thanks.